Okay, so we have 80 coins by the looks at it. By the looks of it. Should we get some items? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be, a whatchamajigger where we're going. An item shop. Yeah, things have taken an interesting turn of events. Yeah, it seems all the guys at port have stopped in shock and awe to look at the fancy boat. Yeah, it looks like he's got all his crew together. One of these things aren't like the other. Pleased to meet, your acquaintance. Interesting. Yeah, so it is you. Well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavion, the queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, and the pomp and circumstance, none can compare to her. Ah, behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts to the very soul, don't you agree? But she is not just a beauty, she is a savage beast on the water, tops amongst sailboats. Above all, I tell you, this proud ship can... Ah, yes, did you speak? Yes, of course. The problem is that it has sprung up. I had completely forgotten about it. The SS Flavion, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here's the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off, the dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest-ranked helmsman. They steer ships, you know. Now, here's the real problem. The waters around Keyhall are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is how you say, a pickle. Oi, Flavio. Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Papatch. You can solve our problem, then spit it out already. Well, sir, I've heard talk of a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery, a salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have had the helmsman touch, sir. You can make any ship bow to his will. Thing is, there ain't a soul won't seen him on the seas as of late. Oh my god, their English is so bad. Bassa boom, problem solved. Now let's scout us this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. As it's customary, my captain will handle the negotiations. That would be you, Mario. That does sound fair to everyone, does it not? No complaints, aye. Sounds fair, sir. Good plan. Well, we're under the bus. It's decided. You must find this Bobbery and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Alright, so we gotta go find this Bobbery guy. I feel like the best place for information is back at the inn, so... let's go check in with our local inn shop owner and see if he can tell us if he's heard any whispers of this Bobbery fellow. I feel like he'd be more in touch than Professor Frankly with his books. Squeeze me. Admiral Bobbery? Yeah, I know him. You know that house just past the wall in the eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both you and he would be better off if you just lead him be. So at the far eastern side of town, eh? Past the wall. Man, you remember when that spear guy was, like, blocking the way? Yeah, he was spooky. So... he's in this locked house, isn't he? It's locked, you can't open it. I wonder if there is a little gap here. Ayo. The other day I saw this guy jumping from roof to roof. Man, he was so dashing. Boy, you know, actually, he might have been a bandit. Maybe that's why he was sneaking into chimneys. Sneaking into chimneys, eh? Is that what we need to do? No secret star pieces here. Barely made that. That's a chimney. Doesn't look like we can fit, though. Ooh, man, I thought we died. Just gonna poke around for More star power stuff. Oh, who's this guy? Good afternoon to you, sir. I am Grifty, the traveling minstrel. I spend my days here in leisure, spinning tales that spin the senses. I know the stories that surround the town of Rogueport. If you like, I can share them with you, but it will require just a few coins. Is there a tale you wish to hear? There are tales I can tell you now. Man, he's got lots of little legends and stories he can tell us. Alright, cool. Well, it looks like this is the only chimney. I think we can sneak in using our special power. Hey, is that the Bobbery fellow? What do you blokes want? Admiral Bobbery? I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please, drop the axe, Super Stache. We already found you that you're Admiral Bobbery. Humph! What poppycock? Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator, and you want me to do the job, So sorry, but you have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the seas nevermore. But that's just not cool. You want to see me beg or something? Is that it? You have to come along. Only you can get us safely to Keyhall Key. Awfully sorry, dear boy, but when I say no, what I mean is no. Now, away with you. Just gonna check your back room quick before you kick us out. Huzzah! Alright. Sure you're not gonna change your mind? Shall sail the sea, I shall set sail upon the seas nevermore. I'll wait with you. Alright, so we have to convince him. Yeah, what's the next move, Chief? Salty dude is not going nowhere fast. I can't figure this guy out. What's his beef with the ocean anyway? You know what we ought to do? Go find someone who knows about what this dude's deal is. Well, I mean, Barkeep knew last time, so let's go back to him, see if he can tell us this man's tale of woe. Dun, 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 dun. We almost have a ship together. You say Bobbery won't go to the sea, huh? Well, I can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Oh, is that it? Now I see. You want to mount an expedition to Keyhall Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends, but not old Bobbery, though. The fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell you if you want to. If you really want me to. Please do, I can take it. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now, Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived, and found happiness where they could, and all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus? A passing cold? No one knew, but it soon turned serious. Bobbery, at sea on a lonely voyage, he knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts, and they tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He had never gone out to sea since. Gee, what a downer. I guess that's a pretty good reason for hating the ocean. You all know his tale now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea? Yes, we have no choice. Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, then I'll give you this. You got an old letter. The letter Scarlet wrote to Bobbery on her deathbed. Oh, wow. On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I could tell you what she told me as she lay dying. Excuse me. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him so he may hear my voice. It was her last request. But when I saw Bobbery in misery trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Listen, Hodley, thanks a ton. You deserve, we'll deliver this thing. You feel better, okay? Let's roll, Gonzalez. Gonzalez. We are Speedy Gonzalez with our Yoshi. Is that why they named us Gonzalez? I'm pretty sure we didn't get to pick Gonzalez. Like, that's just the name they give you. That is Mario's stage name. Alright, let's go break poor old Bobbery's heart.